Do you know the one mutual fund category in India that has generated the most amount of returns in the past 20 years? Is it large caps? Is it small caps? It is actually mid caps. And today I'm going to analyze one of the most underrated mid cap mutual funds in India using my Flash framework. And this framework can be used to analyze any mutual fund in only 5 minutes. In it, F stands for fundamentals, L for long-term returns, A for allocation and approach, S for stress and stability, and H for how it fits your portfolio. Flash cuts through all the noise and quickly filters out the weaker funds and spotlights the promising ones, enabling you to analyze any mutual funds in only 5 minutes. And in episode 5 of the Flash series, we're applying this framework live and step by step to the Edelweiss Midcap Fund. Hello everyone, I'm Udayan Adhye and I've been licensed in Indian financial services since 2015. And so far, I've helped over 2,000 families make better financial decisions, and here on my YouTube channel, I talk about all things money and personal development. If you want to apply what I share here on YouTube to your own life and investing, check out my program, The Complete Guide to Mutual Fund Investing. It has all my years of experience of being licensed in Indian financial services since 2015. In it, I've covered topics like how you can select mutual funds to invest in, how to build your mutual fund portfolio, a much deeper dive than this particular video, what is an SWP and how to plan for your various goals, among other topics as well. The guide also has Excel tools like this one where you just enter the goal that you have, the money that you require for it, and it automatically tells you, factoring in inflation, how much you need to invest per month from now onwards and which mutual funds to go for to save for that goal. Once you sign up for the guide, you'll also be part of our monthly live Q&A sessions where I answer all your doubts. To check out the program, go to the first link in the description and the pinned comment. Now, before we dive in, a quick note. Over 85% of you who watch my channel have not subscribed yet. If you've ever found any of my videos helpful, whether it was to save tax, pick an insurance plan or a mutual fund, or avoid a financial mistake, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell. It's a very small action for you, but it makes a big difference to us. It helps me reach more people and more people discover the content, and it really supports the work that we put into creating all these videos because it does take a lot of effort. We put out a video every week on YouTube and almost every day on YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. Alright, so let's kick things off with F, which stands for fundamentals in the Flash framework. Here you want to check three things mainly. Firstly, the credibility and the reputation of the mutual fund house. With respect to Edelweiss Midcap Fund, we want to know if Edelweiss, the mutual fund house, or the AMC, which is asset management company, can be trusted. Secondly, we want to look at the fund manager. So think of the fund manager like the captain of a cricket team. They're the ones who are calling all the shots. So we want to know if they're experienced, what has been their track record, because we are trusting our money with this fund manager. And finally, there is the fund category. This one is very easy to figure out. It's right there in the name, Edelweiss Midcap Fund. So it's a midcap fund which invests in midcap stocks. So because that is the case, you want to have an investment horizon of at least 6 to 7 years. Because mid-cap stocks tend to move up and down a lot. So by giving that fund enough time, by staying invested in it for enough time, you're maximizing your chances of getting decent returns. If you have an investment horizon of under that, then you don't want to consider this fund or any mid-cap fund for that matter. For the first two aspects, we're going to use AI. So I'm on Perplexity.ai. If you've been a friend of the channel, you already know how much I love using Perplexity. And we're going to ask it a very specific question. This prompt, by the way, is available for free in the description. You can just copy it and paste it on Perplexity. I'm using the Perplexity Pro version, but even the free version does the exact same thing for you. I think you get 3 searches, deep searches per day. So check it out. So it says, as my investment research personal assistant and due diligence officer, your task is to provide a detailed due diligence report on a specific mutual fund scheme to understand AMC credibility, the fund manager's track record, and a specific investing style of the fund. I'm going to press send. It takes a little bit of time. Now here I have the full answer, right? It provides a snapshot analysis at the start. It says Edelweiss AMC is well established, rapidly growing with 1.5 lakh crores of AUM. That is the money that it manages. Then for fund manager, it says it's managed by Trideep Bhattacharya, who is the Chief Investment Officer of the Equities Division at Edelweiss, which is wonderful, right? Because Basically, Tridhi Bhattacharya is the main person who calls all the investment shots for all the equity funds, and he's the one who's managing the Midcap fund, which is superb. It says Sahil Shah is also involved, and both have a strong sector focus and long AMC tenures, clean industry reputations. Both are very important, right? They've spent a lot of time at Edelweiss, so it's not a new manager that has come in, and they've got clean industry track records, which inspires a lot of confidence, right? Then comes investing style. So we'll delve deeper into this in the A for approach and allocation, even the final point. But for now, just keep in mind one simple thing. The style is growth at reasonable price, right? So keep that in mind, and we'll dive deeper into this much later on. For now, let's get to L for long-term returns in our flash framework. Here I'm going to look at rolling returns, and I will share why. Most people look at 1 or 3 year annualized returns. The problem with this is that in the past 1 or 3 years, a particular fund could have done either very well or very badly. This doesn't inherently mean that the fund is good or bad. It just gives you a snapshot of the last 1 or 3 year performance. Now let's say looking at 3 year annual returns or CAGR, the only two numbers that are relevant here are the price on the first day that you are tracking when you invested and the price 3 years later. What happens in the middle is absolutely irrelevant. But with rolling returns, you get a better idea of the consistency of a fund because it's looking at every single day in the middle of that period and how the fund has moved over that entire time frame. So rolling returns gives us a truer picture of a fund's performance. And here I'm going to compare the rolling returns against the benchmark of a particular fund. So here I am on the Edelweiss Midcap Fund's rolling returns performance. I'm comparing it against the Midcap index. So if I just highlight the Edelweiss Midcap Fund, you will see that it is almost always above the other line. That means it has at those points done better than the index. Yes, there have been periods from about mid 2018 till the COVID crash, or even from about mid 2023 for the next 8 to 10 months when it was under that faded line. But that is completely understandable, right? Because a fund very rarely, especially in the mid and small cap space, would be heads and shoulders above the index at every single time. But this is wonderful because it gives us an idea of the consistency. Now, the other thing I want you to focus on here is this table. A lot is happening, but just follow my mouse here, right? So the Midcap index on a 5-year rolling basis has given you 20.5% return. What does that mean? So if I just put my mouse on a random date, right? So there you go. It tells me that from 30th April 2013 to 30th April 2018, the Midcap index returned about 25.15% annual returns, whereas the Edelweiss fund did 26.77. And if I just move to the next one, right, it will tell you how it did in the following week and then the following week. So this is the rolling returns. This gives you an accurate picture. So if you take the median returns across such calculations, that is 20.5 for the Midcap index. It's 22.9% for the Edelweiss Midcap fund, which is great because we want that to be higher. Now, the second number to focus on is how many times has this fund returned over 20% annual returns over a 5-year period. And this is for an SIP. It's 52% for the Midcap index, which is again great, but it's even better for the Edelweiss fund. It's 61.6%. Now, I'm using DSP Portfolio Create as the platform here to see rolling returns. Unfortunately, it's not available to everyone, only licensed professionals. But if you want to check rolling returns for free, you can do that on Advisor Coach. Once again, I'm linking this in the description, just below the like button. So here again, you will see something similar, right? A slightly different interface, but it's doing the same thing. If I just focus on the Edelweiss Midcap Fund, which is this color, you'll again see that for a lump sum investment, it has almost always, for the first, I would say from about 2008 to 2018, it was heads and shoulders above the small cap index. And since then, it has hugged that index, right? So they're moving pretty similarly. From a median perspective, which is important, once again, the Midcap index here has done much better than the Edelweiss Midcap Fund, has done much better than the Midcap index. Then again, the returns about 20% are higher for the Edelweiss Midcap Fund compared to the index. So far, all the boxes are ticked, both for the credibility of the fund house, the manager. If you're investing for more than 7 years, then this is wonderful. The returns also check out. Next up is A for approach and allocation. Now, approach means the investing style. So earlier when we were going through Perplexity, we found that Edelweiss focused on quality, fundamentally strong mid-caps, right? And the style is growth at reasonable price. This is critical because if you are investing in one more mid-cap mutual fund, you want that to complement this fund. So for example, if you have one more mid-cap fund in your portfolio, if it again follows the same investing style, chances are it's investing in the same stocks. So you may think that you're getting diversification, but actually you are not. So in that case, the other fund, let's say, could be an out and out value fund or an out and out momentum fund. So they're very different then from the advised investing style for the mid-cap category. In terms of where it invests, this is not the most critical piece of information, but useful to know so that you get more confidence while investing in it. So I'm on ET Money's Edelweiss Midcap Fund page right now. I'll just scroll a little further down and I'll see the asset allocation, right? So it says that 96% of the money is in equities. The other money that you see is basically just cash held, waiting to be invested. Could be a strategic cash call as well that the investment house has made or the fund manager has made. Here you will see mid-caps form about 64% of the total money. Again, don't get into the granular details, but its top holdings are persistent systems at 3.64%. That means if you're investing 100 rupees in this fund, 3.64 gets invested in the stocks of persistent systems and then these other stocks that are out there. I would ask you to not really focus on this aspect too much of where the fund is investing, because that is the fund manager's headache, right? And we are trusting them with our money. That's why we even did an analysis on them. Then let's move on to S in our FLASH framework, which stands for stress and stability. This is one of the most critical sections, and it's all about understanding how a mutual fund behaves when everything is not going great, but when markets are rough, uncertain, or even downright falling. And for that, one of the most useful tools we would use is something called as the capture ratio. I'll break this down for you. There are two parts here, two capture ratios. One is the up market capture ratio and the second is the down market capture ratio. For up market capture ratio, think about, let's say, the mid-cap index, right? In this case, if that is going up by 10% and if your fund is going up by 12%, then your up market capture ratio is 12% divided by 10%, which is 120%. So it captures how a fund has moved in relation to the index when it's moving up. Similarly, for down market capture ratio, let's say the mid-cap index falls by 10%, but your fund falls by 6%. So now the down market capture ratio is minus 6% divided by minus 10%, which is 60%. If you quickly think about it, ideally you want the up market capture ratio to be as high as possible and the down market capture ratio to be as low as possible. So you're getting best of both the worlds. You don't have to sit and calculate this. There are again websites that do this for you for free. Here I am on Advisor Coach, once again linked below the like button. I've compared the Edelweiss Midcap Fund against the other top performing midcap funds in India. And here right away you would see I've selected the 5-year capture ratio. You'll see multiple things happening. Just follow my mouse. I know it can be complicated. You want to look at Edelweiss here first, right? So the up market capture ratio is 104, which is the highest across its peers, which is wonderful. The down market capture ratio is 88, which is not the lowest, but the entire idea here is not to find funds with the highest up market or lowest down market capture ratios. That is not the idea. The idea is to get a sense of direction and to identify red flags. So let's say in this case, if the fund that you were considering had an up market capture ratio of only 50 or only 60 or 70, right? And it was very different for its peers and its competitors, then in that case, that's a red flag if something is very off. Similarly, the down market capture ratio here, let's say was 120, right? Again, you don't want that high down market capture ratio, especially if the competitors have a significantly lower capture ratio. A difference of 10, 12, I think 15 is okay, even 20 is okay in some cases, but anything above that, and it starts becoming a concern, because then think about it this way, right? If your fund is just moving up more wildly or down more wildly, even your emotions are going to move up and down wildly. So you want a fund that has relatively similar capture ratio as the good performing funds in the same space. And here again, Edelweiss Midcap does that, right? It's doing that. So once again, it's a tick mark when it comes to S for stress and stability. Okay, so we are now on the final point, which is H for how it fits your portfolio. Now, this isn't about whether a fund is good or bad. It's about whether it fits your portfolio and adds something unique and adds what you're looking for. So as long as you have a 7+ year investment horizon, midcap as a category becomes eligible for consideration, because it allows you to just again stay invested despite the volatility and then potentially get a decent return. The second thing here is the investing style, and that we saw was growth at reasonable price. The reason this becomes important is because let's say you have one more midcap fund, as I said, it should complement this fund that you have. So if you're looking to add a second midcap fund, and I'm personally of the opinion, even for building client portfolios, we follow this approach. where we have two mid-cap funds and both with different investing styles, investing in different pockets of the mid-cap space. As I told you, mid-caps are the category that have generated the most amount of returns in the Indian stock market. So by having two funds here of complementary style, you are essentially capturing the entire space. So if all the parameters in the Flash framework have been met for you, then the Edelweiss Midcap could be a consideration for your portfolio. If you found this video helpful and felt that the Flash framework made mutual fund analysis simpler for you, let me know in the comments. And if you also want me to cover more funds in this series, drop in their names and I'll put the Flash on them. And I'll see you in the next one.